according to Ramayana by Valmiki. 2. Origin of all beings on the earth, a mythological approach. Written by Madan Mohan Tarun and read by Madan Mohan Tarun. Mythology brings every being of the earth on the same platform, be it gods, human beings, animals, plants, trees, rivers, ocean, sun, moon, clouds, lightning, and whatnot. They meet each other and talk in the same language. They feel, understand, and help each other. Ganesha has head of elephant. Narsimha was lion up to head and human being from the rest of his body. There was an incarnation of pig to save the earth. The earth is based on the foods of serpents, and 4 elephants take care of the balance of the earth. Ganesha rides on rat, Shiva on bull, Vishnu on the heavenly bird Garuda, Indra on elephant Airavat, Durga on lion, Lakshmi on owl, Saraswati on goose, Kartikeya on peacock. Vishnu sleeps on the bed of the supreme serpent Sheshnaga. Brahma sits on the lotus growing from the navel of Vishnu. River Ganga is a goddess. Some trees are auspicious and they are worshipped. Ram was helped by monkeys, apes, and bears. In the war at Lanka with Ravan, Hanuman has a status of God among Hindus. Mythology has played a big role in maintaining balance between human and other beings of the earth and with the nature as a whole. While going to Panchavati with his younger brother Lakshman, Ram saw a huge-bodied vulture on the way which appeared like a powerhouse of strength. He took him as a monster and asked, "Who are you?" The vulture gave a mild look at him and said that he was a friend of King Dasrath. Ram paid respect to him and wanted to know his further details. Before introducing himself to Ram, the vulture gave a full detail of origin of beings on the earth. He said, there were 17 Prajapatis, Lord of creation in the beginning. Kardam was first among them, followed by Vikrita, Shesha, Sansraya, Bhuputra, Sitanu, Marichi, Atri, Kratu, Pulastya, Angira, Pracheta, Varun, Pula, Daksh, Vivaswan, Aristonemi, and Kasyap. Daksh had 60 daughters. They all were famous and illustrious. 8 of them are Aditi, Diti, Danu, Kalka, Tambra, Krodvasha, Manu, and Anala. They were married to Kashyap. Pleased with them, Kashyap told to his wives, "You will give birth to sons who will be masters of the world like me." Aditi, Diti, Danu, and Kalka alternately listened to what he said. Others remained indifferent. Aditi mothered 33 gods, the 12 Aditya, 8 Vasu, 11 Rudras, and the 2 Aswins. Diti gave birth to the famous Daitya, demons. They all ruled this earth with forest and ocean under them. Danu gave birth to Aswagriva, Kalka to Narka, and Kalka. Tambra mothered 5 famous daughters named Kraunchi, Bhasi, Sheni, Dhritarashtra and Shuki. Kraunchi gave birth to owls. Bhasi bore Bhasha, a particular race of birds. Sheni gave birth to hawks and vultures. Dhritarashtra bore swans and kalphans of all types and Chakravak and some other birds. Shuki became mother of a daughter named Nata. Nata gave birth to Vinta. Krodvasha gave birth to 10 daughters, Mrigi and Mrigamanda. Hari. Bhadramada, Matangi, Sarduli, Sweta, Surabhi, Surasa and Kadru. All deer are progeny of Mrigi. Mrigamanda mothered bears, antelopes, and Bhadramada bore a daughter named Iravati. Iravati mothered famous divine elephant Airavat. Lions, monkeys, and baboons are the progeny of Hari. Sarduri bore tigers as her sons. Matangi mothered elephants. Shweta became mother of those glorious elephants who are maintaining balance of this earth from all sides. They are known as Diggaja. Surabhi bore 2 daughters named Rohini and Gandharvi. Surabhi mothered cows, buffaloes, and other cattle. Gandharvi bore horses as her son. Sursa mothered Nagas and Kadru became mother of snakes. Manu, wife of Kashyap, gave birth to human beings. Anla gave birth to all trees bearing fruits. Kadru gave birth to 1,000 Nagas who support this earth on their hooves. Garuda and Arun are the 2 sons of Benita. Saying this much, the huge vulture looked at Ram and said, I am son of Arun, mothered by Sheni. My name is Jatayu. We are 2 brothers. My elder brother is Sampati. This is from Aranyakand, Canto 14. In some Puranas, this tradition is mentioned with little of difference.